It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, where we'll see teams who have been division rivals since 1961. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Coming up next.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins. They start the drive with Cook. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Here's Cook again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Goff now looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Goff. This pass complete to Reynolds. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Here's Goff. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Play action, it's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Got his man complete over the middle. That's right. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. To the air again. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Williams again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 10. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Taken down at the 42. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's gone. Over the middle, complete. That's Reynolds. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now Goff on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Second down and 6 now from the 42. Here's Goff. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. But fortunately, he's able to recover. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A first down throw for Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On second and 11 now. Goff and connecting here with DJ Shark. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Goff. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this returnable for Rager. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. First and 10. First down. Here's the run with Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 123 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They run it again with Cook. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On third down, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a it because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Joseph's got it, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. There's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball secure.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Joseph connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves and sticks. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Goff now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops.
And pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't,
under pressure, and they got to him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They'll try the middle with Cook. And some space here. 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and that will force a turnover on downs. Cook up the gut. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, a 12-yard touchdown run, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff, that one complete. He finds Shark. He's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Goff. Wright's got it. And he is going to have the Lions first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. His throw incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Again, Goff. Complete to Wright. right. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw. Goff. And right with it here over the middle. And he is going to have the Lions first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
246 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.